As tensions rise in the Middle East, oil prices are once again in the spotlight. Brent crude oil prices have seen sharp gains amidst the escalation of conflict in the Middle East and rising threats posed by Iran-Israel war. The escalation of hostilities has spread beyond Israel and Palestine into Lebanon and Syria. After months of provocation, Iran launched an unprecedented attack, firing more than 180 ballistic missiles at Israel on October 1st. Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps said it fired missiles in response to Israeli attacks that killed Hezbollah chief Hassan Nasrallah and the top leaders of the IRGC and Hamas. As a result of this attack, Brent crude oil, which was trading at close to $70 a barrel on October 1st, has seen a sharp jump and is now close to $75 a barrel as of October 3rd. Overall, the prospect of a widening Middle East conflict, which is also the world's most crucial energy hub, could disrupt crude oil flows from key exporting regions. In 2024 this year, oil prices have been riding a volatile wave with geopolitical tensions in the Middle East, particularly between Israel and Iran, creating ripples across global energy markets. However, unlike past conflicts that sent prices skyrocketing, the surge this time has been surprisingly modest, at least so far. Now the question is, with Israel and Iran locked in escalating hostilities, why haven't we seen the usual chaos in the oil markets? Why has the increase in oil prices been more modest than one might expect? Now, this restrained reaction can be attributed to factors such as a steady global supply as well as strategic reserves. Despite the growing tensions, major oil producers like Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates have maintained a steady flow of oil, ensuring that the global supply remains unaffected. Additionally, the US has ramped up its production, contributing to the overall availability of oil in the global markets. Many nations, particularly the US, have vast strategic oil reserves, and in the time of crisis, these reserves act as a buffer against short-term supply disruption, reducing the likelihood of price shocks and surprises. Nonetheless, the Middle East is the heart of global oil production. Iran, Saudi Arabia, Iraq, and other countries in the region control a significant portion of the world's oil reserves. Historically, conflicts in the region have disrupted oil production and shipping routes, especially the Strait of Hormuz, a narrow passage that carries around 20% of the world's oil supply. Despite the current stabilization, several factors could push oil prices higher in the coming weeks or months if the conflict intensifies. For instance, any threat to the Strait of Hormuz would likely cause a more substantial rise in oil prices, as it would directly impact the global oil supply. In addition, Iran-backed Hezbollah has close ties with Houthi rebels in Yemen who are responsible for many attacks in the Red Sea, and any further rise in conflict may also impact countries like India, which heavily depend on the Suez Canal route for trade. As for the economies around the world, rising oil prices have far-reaching implications. They can lead to increased costs of transportation, manufacturing, and can also drive up inflation in countries. Countries that are heavily dependent on oil imports like India are particularly vulnerable to these price hikes.